Yo, what's good? This is Cadence Weapon.
It's your boy Lou
What's up?
Phelps.
It's me, Alfie.
It's your boy Funk
Hey,
David.
I'm Ezra
You're listening to
Jordan,
the Cool Table.
You're
with
listening to the Cool Table.
and you're listening to the Cool Table.
You're listening to The Cool Table.
And you're listening to the Cool Table. Yer.
And I'm not sure if you know this, but right now you're in the cut with my man Adriel Smiley.
Now, Future's definitely one of the goats now. Soju. Please explain that to me. Like, I have no idea what.
What is it?
You've explained it kind of and said like, it's kind of a drink, but again, I don't know where I find this. I don't know how I make this. Like,
You can get it at LCBO. Like it's at most liquor stores.
okay,
It's fairly inexpensive.
Okay.
And it's just
sounds good to me.
like a rice-based liqueur. I
Okay.
believe. And it's similar to vodka in some ways.
Okay.
And then I know in South Korea and Japan and stuff, they will mix it with fruit flavors and stuff. And
Okay.
the reason I made this song in the first place is I was in LA for a bit, and I was hanging out with Owen Pallett, Final Fantasy. He was living out there, and he took me to this restaurant, and they had the soju on the menu, and I was like, you just like sip it, and it's like very chill and it's very light, and it made me think about like where I was in my life, like at that moment, which is like I'm just having a very chill, nice drinking time. And then it made me think back to other times when I was like growing up in Edmonton, drinking like 8 pints.
very, very different.
Right?
Very
And it's like the
different.
opposite. And so I felt like it was like a metaphor for maturing.
So yeah, so I guess soju is kind of a vibe.
It is a vibe, absolutely. And it's like now I'm like a wine guy. I'm becoming like a connoisseur.
Listen, that's what happens once you get older. You become a wine guy. It happens. Like I'm not your age, but even myself, when someone puts vodka in front of me or beer in front of me, I'm just like, let's do something else.
I can't believe how much Jaeger I used to drink. Just because it was the thing, like you have a Jaeger bomb or something. And it was
Think
like,
how wild that sounds now.
I think I would puke if I was forced to drink one today.
Oh my goodness, horrible. Let's talk serious now. Talk about High Rise now. Incredible song. And
Disconnected, cash reduction. Ask them why, get interrupted. More distractions, slow production, more corruption. Priced out, lights out, great heights, no view, white flight. Trying times, highly dense, private lies, rising rent.
like I tried to think, but I haven't heard any songs like that, and maybe they exist, but not to my knowledge. Now, what was kind of the inspiration for you to make that song, and then to choose to make the whole song about not just a verse, not just like the video, like to choose to make the whole song like the way it was?
Well, for me, the influence of making a song about something like that just comes from just growing up around underground rap, because they always rap about things that you wouldn't expect them to.
Yeah.
And I always found that very exciting. Like think about like Souls of Mischief. They got the song Cab Fare, and it's from the perspective of cab drivers and stuff. It's like
Never gonna hear that
you
again.
never hear that again,
Yeah.
right? And that's the kind of stuff that I grew up with and always loved. So the whole idea of doing a song about the housing crisis it came very naturally to me, and it's just from my personal experience. Just living here, I looked at 25 different apartments.
Wow.
Looking at different houses, everything, and it was just super difficult, super competitive. Lines with hundreds of people for an open house. I was like, this city is no joke. It's not like Montreal at all, where there's a lot of turnover because there's a lot of students and they move away.
Yeah.
And there's, they have a lot of turnover of living. But here I was just like,
It's a jungle.
yeah, it's a lot. So I ended up writing the song. I was just at kind of like the point where I was like, man, are we gonna have to buy a condo or something, or do that thing, and just like kind of like it felt like selling out or something, So I wrote that song from the perspective of like a real estate agent trying to convince us.
No, that song was very, very powerful. Like, and again, I even tried to really think like, are there any songs like this? Like, is this happening anywhere else? And it's like,
There's one song, and it's not rap though. It's actually by Owen Pallett. And he has a song called "This Lamb Sells Condos."
this Lamb Sells Condos.
And it's about Brad Lamb, the real estate developer guy, and he has all the ads, and it's like his head on a lamb's body and stuff. And
Wow.
And it's like a whole anti-gentrification track. That's the only song I can think of that's like that. But you know what? I realized I just recently did an interview with Now Magazine, and talking to them, it really made me think that housing is such a central thing in hip hop. It comes up a lot. Like, think about how much public housing is involved,
and it doesn't change. It doesn't change. Yeah.
And how so much rap comes from that environment and comes from those negative factors. You know, it's really central to the story of rap.
Well, that's an amazing point. It's like, and a lot of rappers like talk about, you know, their inciting incident in their career is like moving somewhere, moving to a certain neighborhood, or moving to a certain building, and it's like, this building I lived in with this 3 years is these 3 years where I wrote all my rap. So it's
right.
like, yeah, you're right. Housing is super important.
Like
Slept on.
Wu-Tang, like they talk about it too. Like it's like, yeah, I lived in this house, you know, and it's like that's where I met. You know, it's cool.
Super important. So last but not least, you're going on the road again, and more importantly, you have a show tonight. Now talk about that feeling of just, you got your rollout again, album out, you're doing shows again. Just how does that feel, like doing that all over again?
And just yesterday, I got nominated for Polaris Prize
again.
Again. So.
Is this 4?
It's the 4th, yeah.
Let's hope you get this one.
Yeah, if I keep getting nominated and not winning, I'm gonna feel like I'm like Susan Lucci or something. You know, like
you're like LeBron James.
Yeah, no, exactly. Yeah, it's gonna be like, oh, I'm just like turn the 03 to the 04. You know.
Oh my gosh.
Yeah.
Well, congratulations, though.
Yeah, thank you. Here. But yeah, it feels really good. It feels really good to be back. It feels really good to be kind of more focused on music again, because for a while, like, I wasn't very focused on music, and considering, like, man, where I was coming from, also just with like the whole label stuff and all these things that have been going on in my life that like people don't even know about. It feels incredible. And to be just, you know, going down the street, Young Dundas Square, and you know, I'm playing with Azalea Banks.
Yeah,
so,
that's gonna be a crazy show.
It's gonna be hectic as hell. Yeah.
Oh man, thanks so much for joining the Cool Table.
Yeah.
We're in the cut with the man Rolly, aka Cadence Weapon. Know yourself.